and creator of Scorpion Goddess Spiritual Healing. And today's video is going to be your weekly tarot as usual, and we're going to be talking about the great conjunction that we have today on December 21st, 2020, and also the Winter Solstice. And it's also the first day of Capricorn season, so there's a lot of energy happening and going on today on Earth. So some of you may be feeling very exhausted, or the complete opposite of that today because of everything happening all at once. So if you haven't heard of the Great Conjunction, that is a huge, very rare phenomenon that is happening starting today. This hasn't happened since 1405. That's why it's such a big thing. Now, planets become conjunct all the time, but we have two outer planets, and outer planets move very, very slowly. So we have Jupiter, and then we have Saturn, and they're both conjunct at 0 degrees. They're about like a fifth of a degree apart. So they're like really very, 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 very close. You'll be even, tonight, depending on wherever you are, you can look outside once the sun goes down, and you'll be able to see with your own eyes without a telescope, Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter will be brighter than Saturn would be if you look, I believe, towards the west of wherever you are. So that would be the left of you. So Jupiter moves very slow. It takes about 12 years for it to come all the way around Earth, and then Saturn takes about 29.5 to 30 years to move all the way around Earth. So with some people, depending on your natal chart, if you have Saturn in Aquarius, this would be considered your Saturn return. A lot of people tend to be afraid of the Saturn return because it has to do with your karmic stuff, things you have to deal with in a karmic sense, like I just said. But it's actually not a scary thing. It just pushes you into the direction that you're really meant to go into, and it's pretty like, all right, hard work time. Now you need to take care of business and really get to it. And the fact that we're now in Capricorn season, so there's a lot of hard work that's going to be putting in. And with Jupiter is a planet of expansion, so it makes things even bigger and grander. So basically with this conjunction, it's going to be in Aquarius, so we're in the age of Aquarius. With that being said, we have been for some time, but now it's really taking impact. Now, just because we're having this big conjunction happen today, the 21st, doesn't mean it's like, oh, smack right in the face. Wow, now I feel this huge change that's happened now. Because they move slow, they're out of planets. It's going to take some time. We're really not going to notice a development until about 7 months from now. So within the first 7 months of this conjunction, we're going to notice a lot of protests happening, equal rights happening, people fighting for more moral and global rights as well, because Aquarius is a sign of the humanitarian. Aquarius is a very open-minded, independent being that's like, hey, we need to take care of everybody on the earth, we need to do these things. So we're going to be more mindful of recycling, like I said, protests as well, happening for equal rights for humans. We'll be more cautious of the foods that we eat, plastic use, where we're getting our resources from, because a lot of that governs around Aquarius. So with Saturn is the planet that rules karma, restriction, government, and power. And like I said earlier, with Jupiter is about expansion, higher education, wealth. So when you put these two together in the sign of Aquarius, there's gonna be this huge uplift in the planet, the humanity of wow, we're really raising our consciousness right now, and it's expanding to this big thing. And the restrictions that we've put on ourselves and society's put on us too is we're gonna stop breaking down these barriers and being you know, because Saturn's the dad of all the planets. He's this is how you need to do things, and fall in line and follow these rules and blah, 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 blah. But now that it's in Aquarius, Aquarius is all right, You've taught me these things. Now it's my turn to branch out and figure out my own set of rules and how I can go about doing things. So that's really what we're doing right now, as a collective and individually too. Now with it being in the winter solstice, there's going to be really, like, again, with the whole consciousness level is going to be really, I don't even know why I have this out, but it's really going to be hyper focused on like the consciousness level, and there's like this hyper focus of everyone really like stepping out of the 3D earth that we live on and like accentuating from 4 to 5D and being like, hey, like, again, we can break down all these barriers that like society's put up, we've put up, and we can really step up into things in a new way. So technology is going to be advanced even more than it has been, because Aquarius is a sign of technology and advancement and progression, or progressiveness. So in general, that's basically what's happening, and all of these things are just kind of coming together into one. And with the winter solstice happening at the same day, this is a very, 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 very important time to manifest and write down and call in what it is that you want yourself, and to better the planet for everyone as well. I know a lot of people are doing like a collective meditation today, so I'm sure you could join in one if you haven't. You don't have to. You can do your own meditation at home. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be manifesting and doing my own meditation myself later on today to bring in the winter solstice and release whatever it is that I don't want to deal with or have anymore, and figure out like new directions in what it is that I want for myself and for the planet and for everyone in the world as well. Now, with that being said, I want to get into a tarot reading and see what are some messages that everybody can hear for this winter solstice and conjunction. What is the energy, the vibe, messages that we need to hear? And look at that. So we got 6 of Swords, the Tower, 5 of Pentacles. So like this right here is saying we're moving into new territory. Things are getting shaken up. We're going into like, we're stepping into like a spiritual upgrade. And, you know, there's going to be on like a physical plane, there's going to be a lot of shifts and changes as well. Ooh. Page of Swords, new mentalities being brought in. There's like a change, like I was saying with the consciousness level, there's like this huge change happening. And then we got the Hermit coming out as well. So like these cards are just saying everything that I went over. It's funny when that happens, because it's like sometimes I want the cards to like say some other things so I can talk about something different, but this is the energy of it. Moving on to new places. Like, we're leaving the old crap behind. We're going in a whole new direction. Things are going to get shaken up. There's going to be massive, huge changes that's going to be happening to people. Maybe within just from today and this week as well. There's going to be changes with the government. There's going to be some losses, but it looks like it's not all like a negative thing. It's like people are really tapping into the gifts that they have, because we have the Hermit here too. People tapping into the gifts that they have. It may seem like everything's completely changed. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on right now currently, but we have that light, and we really need to tap into and manifesting with this superpower that we have within ourselves. That's also why today is such a big day to really manifest too, because the energy is so heightened, and we all have gifts, and with the energy that's going on right now, we really need to tap into what are the gifts that I have to give to the world. So, Page of Pentacles, creating new stuff, bringing new things in. There might be some new ideas with jobs and job changes too. New money ideas for some people, but feeling conflicted and not really sure with the change of direction, but it's like you know the answer, you know what to do. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles here also. So yeah, it's just feel like there's a lot of like people are confused, but they feel uplifted at the same time because there's so much change and difference happening. I want to use the Stasi deck to see what else I can get. So yeah, multi-faced, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So people really need to tap into their third eye and see what gifts that you actually have yourself. Portal doors are opening, you decide. So like there's so much happening. I feel like I keep saying the same thing. I'm not trying to do that, but star family, you're part of another a team of souls. People are really coming together, finding their tribe. Some people are going to be leaving old people behind, whether that's family or friends that you grew up with. You're kind of stepping into like a new space and welcoming in like a new form of like energy, people that you're attracting. We got the Star Keeper also, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So we're definitely stepping into a place of being more spiritual. But the thing is, when you get into the spiritual realm of stuff, you don't want to get so deep into it that you lose yourself in being grounded and staying like in reality also. Because yes, we have these gifts, we can step outside of the zone. Like this isn't all that there is. There's more of the unseen that's there also that we need to be open to. But don't get lost in the sauce of thinking like, now that I've entered the spirit realm, this is all that exists. Of course, there's a deeper meaning to everything, but just don't get stuck where you're unbalanced and you're not living in the present moment of the physical reality that we do live in also. Let's see what we got. Confidence is key to your success. So people really need to build up their confidence, tapping into these supernatural or superpowers that we do have, and some new romance happening, it looks like. So if you've been having marital issues or boyfriend, girlfriend problems, or you're single and life sucks, this is a good week. Some people are going to be meeting someone new, spicing up your love life. And like I was saying with the confidence, building up your confidence, stepping into this place of like, hey, I have opened my third eye. I have these gifts. I can now communicate more with the other side and my ancestors. And don't let the past hold you back. Some of you have been really holding on to like things that had happened to you in the past and thinking like, okay, well, because this happened to me before, there's no point of trying this thing again. There's new ways to go about stuff. Stop letting the past hold you back from being able to like step into this new place that you want to be. If you don't try, you're going to be stuck. And sometimes you're meant to fail, and because it's like you still have some other lessons that need to be learned in this current place that you're in. But don't let your past hold you back. You need to use your throat chakra and your solar plexus and your root chakra. Be grounded, be confident, and speak your truth. Don't let anything or anybody hold you back. You are not responsible. You are not responsible for others' reactions. You are responsible for your own and how you communicate them. Step out of your comfort zone. So some of you really need to step out of your comfort zone right now because, like I said, the past is holding you back. We're stepping into new territory. This winter solstice, we just had the eclipses that happened, and now we have this conjunction. Change is happening. You're going to be forced to step out of your comfort zone, so you better get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Earth pulsing. Now, we really need to slow down with ourselves, and like some people really need to get outside, ground themselves, take some fresh air in, and use Mother Nature to really heal you, to be connected and become one. Because when you become one with the earth, you become one with everything around you, and everything starts to fall into place and really make sense. So these are the messages that I have for you this week. And it looks like I gotta go because I have a visitor. Hello. But I think these are some pretty good messages for everybody. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, whatever it is, if this reading resonated with you, please let me know down below. And if you are looking to book a reading, in the description box, there are links to where you can book a reading with me. All right. Bye, guys.